po, continuation lang po ng report ni Jubilee. So, alignment of assessment and standard outcome. Planning for the assessment methods and strategies, it is a must that instructional planners and teachers ensure their alignment and consistency to curriculum standard. It is highly advised that the teachers inform their pupils of the intentions or objectives of the lesson so that they will aim to achieve these learning goals. So, kailangan natin ipaalam sa mga estudyante natin na yung about sa nilalaman ng objectives natin. So, kung kailangan nilang ma-aim or ma-achieve nila yung ibibigay natin yung objectives. Next po is how to plan for assessment. It's pointed out by Andres, Esmeralda, and Padernal in their book Teaching Social Studies in the Elementary Grades. Good assessment strategies start with the pupils and mind. So, nagsisimula yung isang magandang assessment strategies sa mga natutunan ng isang bata o nagmumula sa kaisipan ng isang bata. So, number 1 is what is to be assessed. Assessment instruments must articulate clearly the elements of what is expected among the pupils regardless if it's knowledge, skills, and values. So, kung ano pa yung dapat kailangan malaman ng mga student, yun yung dapat i-assess ng isang teachers. Kagaya na lang doon sa knowledge, skills, and values. Next po is number 2. Basahin mo dito.
What is the purpose of assessment? Assessment strategies depend on their purpose. Consequently, it is a must that the teachers are certainly clear on the rationale of a given assessment. As discussed in the previous topic, formative and summative assessment have distinct purpose and attributes.
So, may mga different purpose nga po yung assessments. So, yung diniscuss nga po kanina ni Jubilee about sa formative at saka sa summative assessment. So, yung formative assessment, yun yung pre-test, pre-test, or diagnostic, diagnostic. Tapos, yung purpose niya naman is para malaman kung ano yung alam ng bata dun sa lesson na binibigay natin. So, yung sa summative test naman is yung purpose niya naman is malaman natin kung ano yung natutunan ng bata about dun sa diniscuss mo. Number 3, what is assessment tools will be best provide formative needs. So, yung assessment instrument ay nakadepende sa assessment instrument will always be dependent on what is to be assessed. So, yan nga, sabi niya dito yung assessment instrument ay nakadepende kung ano yung gusto nating i-assess kung, kasi may difference yung mga yun, parang ganun lang din doon sa number 2. So, yun yung dapat natin, yung dapat i-assess ng teacher, yung mga, di ba may mga iba't ibang mga assessment ka po. So, yun yung mga ibibigay natin. Kunwari, kailangan natin magpagawa ng isang about sa kultura ng Pilipinas, gano'n. So, kailangan nila gawa kunwari ng isang sanaysay para alam natin kung ano pa nga ba yung mga kailangan natin i-assist sa kanila o kailangan pa nilang matutunan. Number 4 po. Basahin mo ito.
Number 4, who will collect the data? Teachers, pupils, or the stakeholders? Traditionally, the teachers are the primary driver of assessment. What they think important will have a significant impact on the information or data that will be obtained.
So, sino nga ba yung nagko-collect ng data? Teachers, pupils, or stakeholders? Sa tingin nyo, paano yung nagko-collect ng data? Teachers. Siyempre nga, sinabi dito yung teachers yung nagko-collect ng data, including sa significance ng information or data na nakukuha natin. So, number 5, pakibasa na net.
How often and when will the data be collected? The number of assessment data will be collected is immaterial. On the contrary, a few assessment data that can provide more relevant input in the teaching and learning process are what is aimed for.
So, ito naman yung number 5 is hindi siya nagpo-focus sa quality, kundi sa Hindi, nagpo-focus siya sa quality, hindi sa quantity ng isang data. Ibig sabihin, pag nag-collect ng data, is mas nalalaman, nagpo-focus lamang siya sa nilalaman, hindi sa mismong data. Kunwari, pag kumuha ka ng isang data, hindi dun sa nilalaman mismo nung, hindi sa madaming data yung kukunin mo, kundi yung nilalaman mismo ng isang data. Yan lang po.